Okay, great.
Let's do this. Oh.
It's
Wait,
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Oh, you're right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Rock, paper, scissors.
One more time. 1, 2, 3. This is Stefan. He steals all my shirts.
This is Sam. He gets triggered whenever you have a different opinion. Okay.
Hey, Stefan, it's good to see you for our second episode.
I know. I haven't seen you since the last time.
That's crazy, right?
Well, Sam.
Yes.
What has been bothering you in the car world today?
What a
This
segue.
week.
What a segue. The Mercedes EQS. Mercedes showed their first fully electric luxury car, the EQS. It's the electric version of the S-Class. You've seen it, right?
I have seen it.
It looks pretty cool. The inside looks pretty cool, but it has something called the Hyperscreen. The problem with the Hyperscreen is the software.
What's wrong?
It looks like Windows Media Player 7 from 2011. And then it's got those bubbly blue, like play and pause and like the temperature things. They're
very
like
2000s.
Skew, like very 2000s. And it doesn't look good. And it doesn't look good. Mercedes, no more serif fonts. This is my camera, right? No more serif fonts. And no more of that bubbly, skeuomorphic Windows Media Player 2000. No more of those. There you go. Did you, now is this something that was bothering you this week? Or?
You.
Okay. So the next question is, what's something that you liked? I know what I liked. Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
Or do you
talking already, so.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm just
Because you like hearing yourself.
I love hearing myself talk. Just to clarify, our main camera goes off every 11 minutes. It's just how it works. So that's why we do these cuts. We're back.
Yeah.
Stefan's had 2 minutes to think of something that he liked in the car world. Have you thought of anything?
No, I mean, I just saw some news about like the sort of like Kia Hyundai engine fires, and I thought that was really interesting. Do you know about that?
But that is something that you dislike or you like?
Oh, I love engine fires. I think they're great.
Yeah, specific questions here. No, okay, go ahead.
No, I didn't realize how much of a problem it was for the North. Well, it's actually a worldwide issue.
They sound like real flamers.
Really big ones.
Mm-hmm.
and so it makes me rethink like sort of recommending those cars to people who are looking for cars within that sort of genre. And it was very interesting. So
you told me to buy a Kia this morning. Oh, I get it. You're done. You're done. Because I know the next topic and I know what I'm going to say. You ready for it?
Oh God.
Next topic is, what is a car that should come back, or a car that is currently in production that should be canceled? And my answer is, they should bring back the Honda Civic Del Sol, or a car like that.
You like that?
I loved that car.
What do you like about it?
It still looks so good. It does.
Would you buy one?
As me right now? No. But I would appreciate it if it still existed, and I know people I would recommend. The RF version of the Miata is the closest thing we have to a Civic, Honda Civic Del Sol. But there was something about the Del Sol that is like a little lozenge, or like a little piece of soap, but sporty. I don't know. It was just cool.
You really
liked
it.
it.
So.
I love soap. I love being clean, and I like the Honda Civic Del Sol. So shoot me. That's my story. Do you have a car that you can think of that you?
Isuzu Amigo.
I'm sorry, the what?
Isuzu Amigo.
Okay.
So Amigo is Spanish.
I know what Amigo is. It's Spanish for friend. Friend.
Mm-hmm.
Amigo.
I think that was a cool car back then. They had really cool marketing back in the
Didn't that car
mid-90s.
kill people because it kept flipping over?
The successor to the Amigo would be now the Honda Passport, technically.
Okay. Oh, yeah. The Amigo was the
Two-door Isuzu Rodeo.
Right, okay.
Or Isuzu Rodeo.
Rodeo, yeah. Very fancy.
But I think that the way that they marketed it back then, do you remember like that? It was like,
no, I don't.
they made it seem like you were 30 back then. So, anyway.
Come back.
But yeah, Isuzu Amigo. They should bring back Isuzu. They
should bring back
They
Isuzu.
should.
Yeah. Isuzu always makes me think of that 3LW song where she goes, I didn't know Ben started making Isuzus, and I still think of that. It's such a burn, and she's like, I didn't know Ben started making Isuzus, and I was like, that's right.
And also Nissans, apparently.
What?
Nissans.
What? Did they what?
You're making Nissans.
Oh, okay.
Infinities.
I I was still thinking about that song. Great song. Shout out 3LW. An
That's a good
iconic vehicle that I wanted. You said something about some kind
Yeah, it's like a hairdresser.
Oh, okay.
My hairdresser.
We're not in England, so hairdresser car doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
Anyway, Stefan and I are actually friends, right? Buddy.
What's next on the agenda?
What's next on the agenda? Why did you say it like that? Now I say, what's next on the agenda is a non-car person question
Yes.
about a car, or it could actually not be about a car, but
Just a question.
we
in
haven't
general.
got, but you know.
So since we don't have too many comments
Yeah.
in the section yet,
Yes.
our lovely director Nicole.
Nicole, what's your question?
Okay, my question is more about EV car culture.
Okay.
My question is, what is the deal with property managers and landlords being so uptight about EV car owners wanting to charge when it doesn't cost that much? You just want to plug into a 110. It's right there next to your car, your parking spot. And how much does it cost? Blah, blah, blah. You send all the information and they just avoid you like the plague. What is the problem? Everyone is going EV. We are in California. What is the big deal?
The big deal is that they don't want to pay for it. And they know that if the problem is the other tenants. The other tenants see you charging there, and then Karen in 203 is like, I saw that person charging that car, why are they getting all this free electricity? It's tricky. I have an electric car, I do most of my charging on a fast charging station that's on the fast charging stations around LA. It works for me, it's not optimal, but it's totally fine. So I think the future of it is going to be more local instead of just at-home charging for people who live in apartments and stuff. It's going to be more fast charge stations that are like a few blocks apart.
The only thing I would say about that is that women are already told not to go out, especially late at night, to go get gas, and you usually do it anyway. It takes like a few minutes to get gas, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Gas stations are disgusting. That's another question
Yeah.
and another topic for another
Yep.
time.
Mhm.
But now I'm gonna go sit in my electric car and just sit there while it charges by myself at night alone. That doesn't feel safe. So for me, as a woman and other women, we talked about the purse previously. Again, how does it cater to this?
I mean, that's
Gender.
I mean, obviously, like that's a whole nother layer on it. It's the most optimal thing is to charge at your home. That is something that will also evolve at apartments and stuff like that as electric cars become more affordable, because up till now electric cars were super affordable. So it was assumed that if you could afford one, you could afford to have charging installed because you probably live in a single family home. Blah 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 blah. That's 100% changing. And it will continue to evolve, and it will continue to be kind of a battle. That's our generation's battle with electric cars is going to be, we're transitioning. What do you think, Stefan? What do you think about it?
What do I think about?
What do you think about the EV charging situation?
I mean, I think it's a matter of time before it just becomes normalized, and just how different building codes sort of have to enforce certain safety things. I think that EV charging infrastructure is, at least for new buildings right now, that's moving forward. They're being implemented, but as far as retrofitting that sort of infrastructure in homes, I mean, obviously it's left to the landlords, but any sort of changes that you make to a building, they're going to see it as a additional expense, and they're trying to avoid that.
Yeah, it's a bigger topic, but I think we're on our way.
Yeah,
We'll
I
figure
think
it out.
in a matter of time, and I think it's becoming more and more, as quickly as these cars are being sort of dispersed into the market. I mean, with the goals that like GM is setting for 2030, and what Honda was like 20. There was another manufacturer saying 2040.
2040, yeah, for Honda.
I mean, that's gonna come.
Yeah. They're working, and they're building more and more fast charge stations. I think the key is more fast charge stations than it is at home charging for people in cities.
I really do not like going out to public and getting gas or even like charging or anything like that. And another part of
But
that
you
too
did.
is
You did.
I did, but why in a building the same way? So for instance, my building doesn't allow dogs or cats, right? But there's a bunch of dogs in the building. Why? Because they accept emotional support animals. So there's a loophole. So at the end of the day, if you want people to continue living in your building, which is a business, you're going to have to offer amenities to your customer, which is your residents.
Yeah.
And this is going to
Yeah.
become an amenity
And it-
that people are going to
It'll
need.
trickle down. I don't want to spend too much time on the topic, but it will trickle down. We can't keep like random.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Well, thank you, Nicole, for that question.
Yeah, for that rant, my mini rant. Okay. And that's that.
Well, we just have to keep it going. I didn't mean to be rude. But yeah, EVs are the future, I will say that much. Just stop. No, we have to say goodbye. No, wait.
Do you have anything left?
I don't have any more drama.
I have no more
Do you have more drama?
No.
Really?
Not for
That's
on-camera
surprising
stuff.
for you. Oh, no. Okay, here we go. I'll be sure to film that anyway, somehow. Are we gonna do rock, paper, scissors, say goodbye?
Sure.
All right.
Because I'm going to win.
Okay, great. 1, 2, 3. I lost.
Yeah. Of course.
Thanks for watching Car Drama, guys. Please like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can know when I'm going to be back talking, and also Stefan.
And leave some comments below.
Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks so much. Nicole, cut it off.